This trellis has been empty for way too long, so let's turn it into a vertical vegetable garden. I have 12 mason jars of various greens I would like to attach similar to my wall garden because I love how it turned out and I already have most of the supplies. I just needed a couple rolls of these straps. I usually try to test my new setups for at least a month before sharing them with you all, so this will include a growth update along with an issue I had. To make individual straps, I'm cutting this down to 9.5-inch long pieces. The length can vary based on the trellis, jars, and material thickness, so if you do something similar, I recommend making a fake strap to determine the length before cutting into the real material. I did that by layering duct tape until I got close to the same width and thickness of the leather I'm using. Right here, I'm just finding the center of each end and then marking 1/4 inch down. This is where we're going to insert the hooks. You of course need to pierce it first, so I'm hammering a thumbtack through to make a hole. After doing that to both sides, it's time to insert these tiny but strong little hooks. I found that it's easiest to open one end up with pliers, the ones I'm using are for jewelry making, and then slide the hook through and pinch it shut. Now you can go through and hook each strap onto the trellis, leaving space in between and below for the plants to grow. Each mason jar slides into place like this. And I've noticed with all the plants on here, it puts a good amount of weight against the wall, but if you have kids or pets, you might want to secure the trellis to the wall somehow. I'm using the Barina 3500 Kelvin standing grow light and have it connected to a smart power strip to automatically turn on and off each day. The grow light wasn't covering much of the top row, so I stacked up some bricks to elevate it. I usually buy these at Menards for about 50 cents each, but it's just an affordable way to elevate your plants and other items like this light. Then my little random tip for labeling indoor plants when needed is using a fine tip chalk marker. Okay, here's one last look at the vertical garden the day I set it up, and here it is 2 weeks later. Unfortunately, the lettuce is looking really leggy. Even the kale is elongated, so I did a little research on grow light color temperature because I noticed early on this one's a little heavy on the red light. So now I'm going to try the Barina 5000 Kelvin standing grow light. They didn't have this option when I bought the first one. 5000 Kelvin is heavier on the blue light, which is a much better option for leafy greens. Too much red light can sometimes cause elongated leaves, which appears to be the case for me. Final look of its current status, and here's a 2-week update. The plants look so much better. The growth has been amazing and the overall color of the leaves look richer. You can really see a difference when looking at this merlot lettuce. The leaves feel more firm and they've been developing a deeper red color. Here's how it looked before. On this freckles romaine lettuce, you can see the spots are coming in darker in comparison to the older growth where the red spots are so faint. The tatsoi growth is more compact as opposed to before where it was starting to look like a spider. But I am so happy that this light ended up working out. I love the look of this setup. Hit the like if you made it to the end of this video and be sure to follow for more indoor garden ideas.